cardiovascular health. I'm going to be talking about cardiovascular health and how phytoscience products can assist. And so Prof will be doing justice to that topic. I want you all to sit tight and enjoy every presentation that will be done by Prof. Thank you. Over to you, Prof.
Thank you so much, Nelly.
Thank you.
A warm evening to our guests, our esteemed guests in the house, members of Phytoscience, all our guests calling in from all over the world, different time zones. So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Today, we are going to go straight to the business of the day. We're not going to take our time for granted because we know you have managed to squeeze some time out to make sure you attend this meeting. Thank you so much for coming around. I am Adeloye Adeboale Babatunde, representing this night Paradise Wealth Partners and Phyto Big Players. Are one and inseparable. Sato is the head of the other group, and she's here tonight as well. We're going to talk about something that is most important in our lives. And if I permit me, let me just go straight to my screen. We're going to be talking about cardiovascular diseases, which is the greatest killer of all the diseases in the world, as we're going to see in a moment. This is the leading cause of death worldwide, estimated at 30% annually of deaths, which is about 17.9 million deaths annually worldwide. And 85% of cardiovascular death is due to stroke and heart attack. And 75% of that is from low and middle income countries. So Nigeria is at risk. One of the low and middle income countries in the world. And most of these deaths can be prevented. Now, what are the causes of cardiovascular disease? The number one reason is unhealthy diet, which makes cholesterol to build up in our cardiovascular system. Of course, the cardiovascular system supplies blood to all parts of the body. When the cholesterol in the body, in the bloodstream is too high, it's going to affect every part of the body. What about obesity? Obesity comes with so many problems, as we are going to see in a moment. Tobacco use, physical inactivity, harmful use of alcohol, diabetes, and of course, family history. The two major killers out of the cardiovascular disease family are heart attack and stroke. How does an individual know he has heart attack? There'll be pain or discomfort in the center of the chest, and there could be pain or discomfort in the arms, the left shoulder, elbows, jaw, or back. Of course, the heart is in the left part of the body, which is why someone that has heart attack will feel discomfort in the left shoulder. What about stroke? There'll be numbness of the face, arm, or leg, especially on one side of the body. Confusion, difficulty speaking or understanding speech, difficulty seeing with one or both eyes, difficulty walking, dizziness or loss of balance or coordination, severe headache with no known cause, and or fainting or unconsciousness. Now here we have mentioned just a few of the cardiovascular diseases. Stroke, we all know about stroke. This is what happens when, for instance, there is a blood clot that blocks the artery to the brain. What happens is that the brain does not get a supply of oxygen and nutrient and blood. And what happens? The person suffers a stroke. Congenital heart disease, some children are born with a heart disease. That's why it's congenital, born with heart disease. Breathing disorders, the heart is not doing what it should do normally because it's not beating regularly. Subclinical atherosclerosis, which is the buildup of cholesterol in the bloodstream. Subclinical means that it is at the beginning stage, so the individual can still reverse the whole thing if they take the right steps. Coronary heart disease, the veins, the arteries leading to the heart are not getting a good supply of blood because there is a cholesterol heavy buildup of cholesterol along the veins. What about heart failure? The heart is not beating properly because the heart muscles are not getting good supply of blood, and some other reasons. Could be electrical reasons, because the heart beats due to electrical impulses. Valvular disease, the valves of the heart are not working the way they should work. What about venous disease? There could be a clot in the lower limb, for instance, and this can also travel up in the body and cause a lot of havoc. Peripheral artery disease. Now, if there's cholesterol lining up the arterial system, then it's not going to allow blood to flow into the extremities of the body, the arms and the legs, and this could cause a lot of trouble. Now, cholesterol. Not everything about cholesterol is bad. It is necessary for the creation of hormones, vitamin D, and enzymes needed for digestion. Now, LDL, we have good cholesterol and bad cholesterol. LDL is low density lipoprotein, and it carries insoluble cholesterol throughout the bloodstream to the nerves and other tissues that need it. Of course, what goes with it, blood flow, is oxygen and nutrient. Now, what about high density lipoprotein? This is the good cholesterol that absorbs bad cholesterol and carries it back to the liver, where the liver eliminates cholesterol. Of course, the liver also produces cholesterol. You're going to see later, we get cholesterol from both the liver and the food we take. As we said, there are different levels of cholesterol. There are bad part of cholesterol. There's also a good part. If you look at the figure now, there's salmon, tuna, you see seafood, omega-3 fats, they are the best. Walnut, canola oil, and so on. Corn, soya, safflower, sunflower, and those ones will give you plant omega-6 fats. Olive and peanut oil, nuts, and avocados will give you monounsaturated fat. Red meat, butter, cheese, and ice cream will give saturated fat, and partially hydrogenated oil, which is the most harmful, which is industrial trans fat, is the most harmful cholesterol that one can have in the body. How do we get cholesterol? As I said earlier, from the food we eat and from the liver as well. That's one of the key functions of the liver, which is one of the most important organs in the body. What does abnormal cholesterol cause? Diabetes, kidney disease, polycystic ovary syndrome, pregnancy, and conditions that increase levels of female hormones. These are things that can make cholesterol to spike in the body, that is, can make cholesterol to increase in the body. How does diabetes do that? Diabetes destroys almost every organ and every tissue in the body, including the cardiovascular system. Once it affects the cardiovascular system, then cholesterol is going to build up along the badly affected cardiovascular system. This will make cholesterol to build up inside the body. The kidney is a wonderful organ in the body. When someone has kidney disease, the body is not going to function properly. So it's going to allow cholesterol to build up inside the cardiovascular system. Polycystic ovary syndrome. For instance, this could be maybe hormone imbalance in either a man or a woman, and this will cause cholesterol to build up in the blood system. Pregnancy and other conditions that increase levels of female hormones, and an underactive thyroid gland. If someone has underactive thyroid gland, it's going to have a lot of problems. And one of them is cholesterol building up inside the cardiovascular system. Now, what is the main cause of atherosclerosis, which is the building up of cholesterol in the cardiovascular system? Poor diet. We're going to see more about that. Lack of exercise, being overweight, and smoking. Now, what is atherosclerosis? This is the building up of cholesterol inside the cardiovascular system, the veins and the arteries. Now, cholesterol is insoluble in water and blood. What that means is that your body is not going to destroy cholesterol the normal way. Okay, I have water in my system, I have blood in my system. It's not going to dissolve cholesterol. The cholesterol has to be taken to the liver to be destroyed. Now, what about plaque? Some of us that are familiar with dental health know what we call plaque. There's a buildup on our teeth and our gums, which is like debris. And you have to remove this constantly with a brush. And in some cases, maybe the brush is not good enough. You can also use chew stick. In some people, this can be very stubborn. I had such a problem. I had to be removing the plaque with brushing was not just enough. I had to also use chew stick to remove the stubborn plaque. Because if it hardens, you are in trouble. This is what happens when cholesterol builds up in the body. Cholesterol plaque is deposited throughout the cardiovascular system. And what does this do to the body? It will narrow the arteries, and then with the arteries narrowed, there could even be a blockage. And when there's a blockage, even minus the blockage, the narrowing alone could make blood clot to form because something can just break away. Part of that plaque can break away and form a blood clot. And what a blood clot can do is terrible inside the body because it can block an entire artery, and blood will not flow to the part of the body the artery supplies blood. What are the complications of atherosclerosis? Coronary heart disease. The arteries leading to the heart are clogged up with cholesterol. The heart is not going to get a good supply of, and this will affect the working of the heart. Angina. Angina is the pain you feel in the heart because the heart is not getting enough supply of blood. There's going to be a sharp pain in the chest. It's one of the problems you know, and you know that you have cholesterol problem, that you have a heart problem. Carotid artery disease. Now, the carotid artery takes blood to your brain. If it is clogged up with cholesterol, that means the brain is not going to get a good supply of oxygen and blood. And that can cause a stroke or some other disease problems with your head and the brain. Peripheral artery disease, of course, if the cholesterol in the system prevents the blood to flow to peripherals, that is the limbs and the other parts of the body that are extreme from the heart, then you have a problem. There's chronic kidney disease. Now, the kidney is a wonderful organ in the sense that it cleanses your blood about 30 times in a day. Now, if there's poor blood supply to the kidneys, then the kidney won't be able to function the way it should. It will get to have the person is likely to get kidney disease. Now, there are different types of fat. There is saturated fat. If you take a look at the first figure here, and you look at the next one, the first one is saturated fatty acid. Then you can see there's a double bond of carbon here that does not have any hydrogen attached to it. That is monounsaturated fatty acid. If you have more than one double bond of carbon, you have polyunsaturated fatty acid. Now, saturated fatty acid is the one you don't want elevated in your body. Of course, it also has its own uses because it carries cholesterol to all parts of the body, because we said cholesterol is needed for some bodily functions. Now, monounsaturated fat, we take the saturated fat. Likewise, polyunsaturated fat, we take saturated fat and send it back to the liver. where it is eliminated. So there's a balance of saturated fatty acid and monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fatty acid. Monounsaturated fatty acid is better than saturated fatty acid, and polyunsaturated fatty acid is even better than monounsaturated fatty acid. Now, there's also what we call trans fat. Trans fat, usually, when you look at saturated fatty acid, it is solid at room temperature, unlike monounsaturated fatty acid and polyunsaturated fatty acid. Now, through the process of making margarine and cakes and things like that, one can turn unsaturated fatty acid into what we call trans fat. That is, fat that is now solid at room temperature. Remember, of course, you realize that margarine is solid at room temperature. All these are trans fat. So food makers turn unsaturated fat into fat that is solid at room temperature. And this is the most dangerous fat in the body. That is why we say, okay, make sure you don't take trans fat, because it is the most dangerous fat your body can come across. Now, it will increase the risk of inflammation. We know what inflammation is. That is, the body is trying to fight what it sees an invading army. Now, this is what a normal artery looks like. And this is what an artery that is clogged with plaque looks like. Clearly, we can see that blood will flow through the first vein and artery easily, while the second one, the blood flow, will be hampered. And just looking at this figure alone, we know what somebody who has high cholesterol in the body, bad cholesterol in the body, is going through. You can also see what this photo is telling us. This is a normal artery. And this is an artery that has been narrowed due to the buildup of cholesterol. You can see blood platelets are not going to flow through easily. Now, there's also arteriosclerosis. We've been looking at atherosclerosis. Atherosclerosis is the thickening of the arteries. It could be due to old age. That is, the walls will become thick and less elastic. And we know that the cardiovascular system is mainly arteries and veins. Arteries are elastic. As well to be elastic because they carry blood from the heart. As the heart is pumping, the arteries are expected to be able to handle the elasticity demanded by blood flow. If, because of atherosclerosis, the arteries harden, then the heart will be forced to pump blood at a higher rate, which will make sure that the person has high blood pressure. Of course, that's also what happens when the cardiovascular system is clogged with cholesterol. With narrowed pathway, the heart has to pump more energetically, and this is what overburdens the heart and also creates high blood pressure in the body. Of course, there will be some erosion because, you know, as pressure increases, resistance also increases. So the walls of the arteries are badly affected because of the high pressure with which the heart is working. We have said it, monounsaturated fat will improve your blood cholesterol level and decrease your risk for cardiovascular disease. Polyunsaturated fat, examples are omega-3 fatty acids, which are good for the heart and also prevent the heart from having irregular heartbeat. Omega-6 fatty acids stimulate skin and hair growth and maintain bone health, regulate metabolism and maintain a good reproductive system. Now, what does smoking do to you? Smoking will increase the formation of plaque in your blood vessel. Of course, you know, smoking, a cigarette has nicotine. Nicotine has an adverse effect on the cardiovascular system, which will cause your arteries to narrow. And then, not just that, it will cause an inflammation because the body senses the chemicals and sees them as enemies. It's going to send an army to go and attack the enemies that are trying to invade the body. So cigarette smoking has so many adverse effects on almost every aspect of a person's life. It will cause blood to thicken and clots to form inside the veins and arteries. Now, We usually think that only those who smoke are at risk. No. Over 1 million people die worldwide from secondhand smoke. So you don't have to smoke to die of smoking. Because once the smoke enters the body, it's not only the cigarette smoker that experiences it. Once the smoke enters the body, whether you are the one that smoked or you are not the one that smoked, the body will see it as an enemy and send an army to go and attack. Not just that, it will deposit some chemicals along the cardiovascular system, and this will make cholesterol to build up in that cardiovascular system. Now, what about obesity? Dyslipidemia is the buildup of cholesterol, bad cholesterol in the system. And that will be made up of LDL, which is the saturated fat, and triglycerin, which is what supplies you energy. It is the fat that supplies you energy. Now, it can build up in the body. If you eat too much, it will build up in the body. And if the HDL is unable to remove it fast enough, it's going to accumulate just the way saturated fat will accumulate in the gastrointestinal system. Now, type 2 diabetes is so linked up with obesity. This is because in the system, we're going to see later through ER, when someone is obese, all sorts of problems will crop up. Indeed, the body itself is saying that, okay, you are getting too much food, and I'm not going to be able to cope with all this. So it's going to allow sugar to build up because there is what we call insulin resistance. And it will block the cells from absorbing more nutrients than the body can deal with. This will make such a person to develop type 2 diabetes, which is what we get when the body is unable to handle sugar. Now, what about hypertension? Because the body is obese, the heart has to do more work because it has to pump blood to a larger body. There's more work for the blood to do, for the heart to do, and the cardiovascular system also suffers just because of that. Of course, there will be sleep disorders. Apnea, for instance, if somebody that is very fat falls asleep or is asleep, is going to stop breathing at some intervals because of the fat blocking the respiratory system. And such a person can also suffer from insomnia. Overeating, as I said earlier, will stress the endoplasmic reticulum ER and create insulin resistance because the body is now saying, look, you are taking too much, you are giving me too much work to do. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to stop more sugar from coming. To send a signal to the cells and ask them, please shut the gate. I don't want more sugar to come in because I'm handling too much already. And that is how type 2 diabetes starts in an individual. Now, what about exercise? We all are familiar with what exercise does for you. It will lower your blood pressure, it lessen the risk of developing diabetes, it will maintain good body weight, it will reduce inflammation throughout the body because the whole body is being exercised. It's going to reduce inflammation throughout the body. It improves the muscle's ability to pull oxygen out of the blood. So the heart does not have to do all the work. The muscles can just pull oxygen out of the blood. And reduces stress hormones that can put extra burden on the heart, works like a beta blocker to slow the heart rate and lower the blood pressure. It will increase the high density lipoprotein, that is the good cholesterol, and help control triglycerides, which we said are bad for the body if they build up inside the body. Of course, we need them because they give us energy. But of course, we say nothing should be too much in the body. What should you do? You should be active, keep a healthy weight, learn about cholesterol, do not smoke, eat a healthy diet, and keep your blood pressure healthy. Learn about blood sugar and make sure that you don't clog yourself with sugar. Watch your blood sugar at all times. This way you can be sure that you keep away from cardiovascular diseases. What does Phytoscience offer you? Now, when you look at all we have been talking about, if you have these ailments, most of them are incurable in the sense that you keep taking some products to make the condition better, most times for the rest of your life. I've seen people who took medications for high blood pressure throughout their lives, and then it's not something you drop with time. You keep taking it forever because the problem has not been addressed at the root. What phytoscience offers you is a complete solution. It's not going to cut the grass, it's going to uproot the grass entirely. And this is how. We introduce to you the future of medicine, which is stem cells. So long before now, I had a feeling that a time was coming when a single range of products would take care of all health ailments. But I never knew it would happen in my own lifetime. So when someone introduced this line of business to me, this line of health to me in 2020, I thought I was just getting one of those products. Well, it's okay, come and join us. And then they introduce to you a range of products that you have to market. And then, of course, you are going to take these products for life. But this was somebody I had known for about 20 years. I wasn't going to say no to her outrightly because somebody I respected so much. So I agreed to attend a few Zoom meetings. I was attending my third and supposedly last Zoom meeting before it occurred to me. I was going to tell her after the meeting, Auntie, I'm not going to attend any meetings anymore. Then it occurred to me to Google the word, to Google stem cells. And what I saw was so amazing, I had to stop whoever was giving a talk at that Zoom meeting that, look, people have not even said up to 10% of what I read in the last 10 minutes. I'm joining tomorrow. And I joined on the 17th of June, 2020. And this is what I saw. In fact, what I saw is what you might say, just the tip of the iceberg. But what I saw in 10 minutes was enough for me to fall in love with what I've seen now. And this is what I present to you now. Now, what are stem cells? Stem cells are mother cells, which have the ability to create more mother cells or differentiate into the cells of any organ or tissue in the body. And this is what endeared me to this range of products. Now, stem cells can become nerve cells, liver cells, blood cells, cardiac cells, and this is what we have been looking for. This is what the whole world has been looking for. What Yorubas call bobonishe. Is it possible that a single range of products can take care of all health ailments? The answer is yes. And it's going to happen in finite time. The answer is yes. Why? Because stem cells regenerate every tissue and every organ in the body. This is amazing. This is wonderful. Now, if someone is to have cancer in future, a single pack of crystal cell or double stem cell that we gave to them will push out the bad cells in the body and regenerate that particular organ. So it doesn't matter whether it's cardiac cells, blood cells, liver cells, nerve cells. It doesn't matter whether it is inflammation. What this will do is that it will push, inflammation is a situation where the body is trying to correct a problem in the body. So it sends an army there and tries to resolve whatever the invading army is trying to cause. And of course, if it resolves it in no time at all, the army, the defense army will be withdrawn and there'll be no problem. But if the problem persists, the army will be there, the body will be sending more troops there to see if it can deal with the situation. But if this one is not dealt with, it will continue and we'll call it chronic inflammation. What this does is that usually orthodox medicine might not have so much of an answer to chronic inflammation. Most times, it's what you have to contend with for the rest of your life. But what this does is that it goes into that particular part of the body and regenerates the cells. Once the cells are regenerated, the body will no longer see any reason why it should keep the army of occupation at that particular spot anymore, because the army itself is attacking tissues around the tissue that I don't even have any problem have been attacked. And some of the problems you have come from autoimmunity. The body is seeing healthy cells as bad cells, as enemy cells, as is the case with arthritis. So once we start taking our products, the part that has the problem, the knees, the whatever part of the body is having the problem, the waist, will be regenerated. And once that is done, the source of inflammation is gone. Regenerative therapy is the medicine of today, is the therapy, is the way of handling our health today and tomorrow. This is the future of medicine. Now, what I've done, as I've said before, there are mother cells that can create daughter cells, that is, become stem cells themselves, or become specialized cells by differentiation, and only stem cells have the ability to do so. Now, you might say, yes, we are born with stem cells. We are created with stem cells. In our mothers, whatever organs we have today were created by stem cells, by mother cells. And that is what you have in the placenta, which some experienced midwives will draw to the newborn before severing the umbilical cord. Now, in some countries, this will be stored in stem cell banks and will be recalled if that individual has a problem in future. We don't have that kind of facility in Nigeria, but what we have done is we have come across a range of products that can ginger your body into producing its own stem cells. Because when you look at stem cell therapy, if you look at somebody that has sickle cell anemia, you might decide to go through bone marrow transplant, an expensive procedure. Maybe the person has to travel to India or whatever country over there. A lot of money on the health aspects, on accommodation, and so many things that are associated with traveling for your health. Now, what we are saying is that, and when you do that, for instance, maybe you go with your brother, your sister, and blood is taken from the start with, your bone marrow will be destroyed so that you don't have what we call autoimmunity. The body might see the incoming red blood cells as enemy cells and attack them. But in such a situation, for instance, the whole process has to be repeated again, a very dangerous process in which your body immunity is reduced to almost zero, and then you have to do that over again. And who says such a problem might not come up again? In our own case now, just 0.1 concentration of our phytocell tech will ginger the body into producing 80% of its own stem cells, because we have stem cells, all right, but our stem cells have become old. They no longer have the ability to differentiate into the cells, different cells of the body, or even create their own kind of cells. For instance, if your tooth got broken as an adult, you're no longer going to have stem cells to regenerate your teeth anymore. Now, who gave us this range of products? Our products are from the famous Mibel biochemistry of Switzerland. And the head of that biochemical group is Dr. Fred Zulli. And what did this man do? He discovered a special apple in Switzerland that grows only in Switzerland. Indeed, the apple was going into extinction because nobody was interested in cultivating an apple that was not tasty. So the man found that if a bird should peck this apple, instead of oxidating and turning brown and getting spoiled, it will regenerate itself and seal up itself. And if you pluck this apple, after 4 months, this apple has not degenerated. It's still looking fresh. So there must be something special about it. And this is what this man, through Mibel biochemistry, cultured through what we call phytocell tech. And it's such that if you put just 0.1% concentration of this under your tongue, it will ginger your body into producing 80% of its own stem cells, which cannot be rejected by the body. They are stem cells produced by your body. There's no way they'll be rejected by your body. What that means is that you don't need to go anywhere in the world again because you want to take care of your health. You can stay inside your house and take care of your health. Now, there's a marketing aspect of it, and this was taken up by Sheila Tekpen in 2012, which culminated in the signing up of the Memorandum of Understanding in 2013. If someone claims they are marketing stem cell products today, please ask them where they signed the Memorandum of Understanding. Now, these are our products. We are going to see how these products will also help you with cardiovascular system, not just that, how they can take care of any ailment you have in your body. Our products are wonderful. They are award-winning products. products. Let's now take a look at them one at a time. Our first product is double stem cell. Before other products came up, this was the same product with which we handled all health issues. So it's a powerful product on its own, and it has the capacity of taking care of over 200 health situations. But there are some situations you won't even recommend double stem cell, but because that's the only product the person has, you see that the person is having a great turnaround in their health. For instance, someone that has fibroid, we usually won't recommend double stem cell, but if that's the only thing the person has, you see double stem cell also working to shrink up the fibroid. Now, what does this powerful product contain? The Swiss apple I told you about earlier, which will protect your skin stem cells while delaying the body's natural aging process. It is anti-wrinkling and to restore new tissues. Of course, this is the part of it that will regenerate all aspects of the body, which is why we say, okay, take these products for 3 to 6 months. Yes, in some people, it might even work overnight. It will take care of some things overnight, depending on the body. But if you want the best of these products, you are going to take them for 3 to 6 months, which is why we say, okay, it's best for you to sign up and take the products at a cheaper rate for a long period of time so that it will regenerate every organ and every tissue in the body. This is what you've been looking for. We want to age gracefully, and this is what the Swiss apple offers us. Now, what does acai berry give you? A healthy heart. You can now see why double stem cell will work for you, for your heart, and it will also do a wonderful work on your cardiovascular system. Natural weight loss. One of the problems we have is unnecessary weight, which will also compound your cardiovascular problem. This product will make you lose weight naturally. It will boost your immune system. With a boosted immune system, you have a better fighting chance against all ailments, including cardiovascular ailments. It also has anti-aging effects. Now, blueberry will boost your immune system, aid in weight loss, promote a healthy urinary tract, and improve your heart rate. With an improved heart rate, you are going to beat cardiovascular problems with the other things that this product will give you and other products that you are going to see later. Now, burgundy grapes will protect your stem cells and promote vitality and healthiness of your entire body. Now, the next product is crystal cell. Crystal cell is an upgrade to double stem cell because instead of blueberry, we are going to have tomato phytonutrient. With the additional healing effect of tomato, crystal cell has more healing power than double stem cell, which is why we recommend it for problems like fibroid, cancer, and something to do with if someone is diabetic and they have sores. This will help better than double stem cell. We will recommend crystal cell and some other products. And the leg will heal cleanly. We have seen legs that were built for amputation come back to life. And if you have athlete's foot, just take crystal cell. In a matter of a day or two, athlete's foot is gone. Now, what are the things that are also in crystal cell that will make you fall in love with this product? It contains colorless carotenoids, phytin and phytolin, which will form a UV shield. Now, phytin and phytolin will block ultraviolet rays, which are the major causes of oxidation in the body, because ultraviolet rays are strong enough to knock off electrons off atoms, creating what we call what will now be hunting for electrons in the body. Now, if it's able to steal electron from an atom, the atom is no longer what it used to be. And that's how cancer will start in the body, because the atom whose electron has been stolen has now become something else. Oxidative stress is set in, and then it's like an avalanche of a problem because it will create more problems inside the body, which is how cancer starts in the body. And it's one of the most effective ways to naturally protect cells from the damaging effect of free radicals. Because I said, when an electron is stolen from an atom, it becomes a free radical. But our products have what we call antioxidants. Now, when electron is stolen, we call that's oxidation, right? Now, an antioxidant will donate its electron to that ravaging atom, that ravaging free radical. And then instead of becoming a problem in the body, it will become stable, which means that it has stabilized the effect of the free radical. How do you take double stem cell and crystal cell? You pour a sachet, usually under your tongue, 2 hours before the first meal of the day. And then you allow it to seep into your body because there's a gland under that tongue. It will go through to your brain without having to pass through your tummy because the tummy, the gastrointestinal system might be dirty. You want to circumvent it and let this product go straight into the brain. Now, the brain knows where the problem is. Once this gets into the brain will work with it, and then whatever the organ or tissue that is having the problem, there'll be an initiation of the process of regenerating that particular tissue or organ. Now, after about 10, 15 minutes, the body would have taken almost everything of that powder. You can then take 50 cl of water. And then for the rest of the day, you take a minimum of 2 liters of water because this product works best in a hydrated environment. But of course, if an individual has been told to take only maybe 2 liters of water, maybe because they have kidney problems and things like that, you don't want to override doctors' prescriptions and things like that. What the doctor says such a person should take. If he says, okay, take 1 liter, that 1 liter will be okay. Don't worry about that. Take 1 liter of water instead of 2 liters of water. And of course, if you're administering it to a child, perhaps a child can take only half a sachet and maybe 25 cl of water instead of 50 cl of water, and can take maybe 1 liter of water for the rest of the day. We have seen these products work wonders, from diabetes to Parkinson's disease, name it. Our testimonies are just numerous. I have over 100 documented testimonies on enlarged prostate, diabetes, cancer. We are handling 4 cancer cases with fantastic results. Herniated disc, name it. I never knew it would come in my lifetime, but it is true. At times, when I'm giving testimonies, I wonder if I'm not the one giving the testimony, am I going to believe a single range of products can do all this? But that is the truth. Members of Phytoscience can attest to that. And we also have people outside our group that have taken our products, and these products have transformed their lives. What are the health benefits of double stem cell and crystal cell? It will slow down the aging process, combat chronological aging, protect epidermal skin cells from ultraviolet stress, improve cellular health, boost your immunity, give you a better heart health, ensure better blood circulation. These 2 are so necessary, so important when we come to today's topic of discussion, which is cardiovascular health, a better health condition and a better blood circulation. It will improve your mental action and neutralize free radicals. It will promote urinary tract health, preserve your vision, which is why at times in my lesson, when I see a child or one of my students putting on glasses, I ask the question, do you want to keep your glasses or want to throw away your glasses? And so many of them threw away their glasses because these products will regenerate the eyes. When I started taking these products, my left eye could not see at close range, could not read at close range. I could not read whatever was on the computer or was in a small print at close range. But after just 5 days, it was amazing. I noticed a huge improvement in my left eye. Now, when I came across this product, my saliva was already reddish brown, which I now think must have been due to inflammation. And in just 5 days, my saliva became normal. My mouth used to be so dry that my tongue would stick to my upper palate. And my mouth was dry. Throughout the day, it was dry. And early in the morning, it would be as if a suction pump has been used to pump saliva out of my mouth. It was horrible throughout the day. I tried all sorts of things, sugar-free gum, lemon, lime. Lemon and lime gave me relief for maybe just a few minutes. It was back. Whoever has undergone a dry mouth, you know what I'm talking about. It's a horrible experience. And my sinusitis was such that, and you know, chronic sinusitis has no cure. You keep going to the clinic forever. As long as you're on the surface of the earth, you keep going to the clinic. And the people there will tell you, please don't miss your appointment. Now, I knew sinusitis had no cure. Was I going to continue with dry mouth for the rest of my life, reddish brown saliva? I called my ENT doctor, whom I taught in UI in 100 level. This is the problem I have. My saliva is reddish brown. This could be due to sinusitis. She said yes. The way she sounded, I could not tap an iota of hope from her voice. Of course, she didn't tell me anything I could do. And that tells you what these products will do with chronic inflammation. If you have been battling chronic inflammation for so long, it doesn't matter how long it has taken, I can assure you, if you take these products for 3 to 6 months, you will see reason why everybody on the surface of the earth should take Phytoscience stem cell products. Now, when you talk about our product, you pick a single product, it's as if you cannot stop talking about that, but of course you have to move on. Now, this is snow fort. It has mulberry leaf extract, wheatgrass, and snow algae. Now, I have an uncle. Anytime he traveled to the US while his mother was alive, he will make sure he bought mulberry leaf extract and wheatgrass, 500 pounds of each. Now, he must have seen something fantastic about this extract. Now, what does mulberry leaf extract do to your body? It will promote heart health, which is central to what we are discussing today. It has sugar blocking properties, which will prevent you from blowing up. And if you're already blown up, it has a way of bringing down your weight. It will fight the buildup of bad cholesterol. That is very important. It will decrease the damage caused by free radicals in the body and act as an oxidant because it contains vitamins A, C, and E. What about wheatgrass? It eliminates toxins. It will help with your digestion. It will boost your metabolism, to lower your cholesterol, boost your immunity, lower your blood pressure, and help with arthritis. What about snow algae? This is a plant that survives in the harshest of conditions. What that means is that it has managed to learn how to take care of its own nutrition without consuming too much nutrient from the ground. What does it do to your body? It stimulates the production of longevity gene SAT6, which is important for long life. It will promote cellular defense and energy. Because it's close, it has a structure close to blood structure, it will rebuild your blood and replenish your blood, which is why it is so important for those who have sickle cell anemia to take this product. It's also very important for those, in fact, for everybody on the surface of the earth to take this product, because you can see something that will help you with your blood is important for your cardiovascular system. It is rich in magnesium, and we know that magnesium will give your body an alkalizing effect, which means that if someone is going through, for instance, cancer cannot survive in an alkaline body. So you need this product alongside crystal cell to take care of cancer. And of course, it will improve your skin texture and skin tone. So you don't have to bleach to look good, because bleaching is not going to help you. Snow fort alongside crystal cell or double stem cell will make your skin glow. People will ask you, what are you taking? You are looking so much more beautiful. You are looking younger, because this product is lives off about 10 years from your age. What will snow fort do for you? It will help you with your gastrointestinal system. It will detoxify you. It will fight infections. It will treat bad breath. A lot of people that have bad breath, the bad breath is not coming from the teeth. It's coming from inside, because they have a bad gastrointestinal system. Now, we clean our mouths, we clean our teeth, we clean our tongues, but nobody bothers They can't even clean the intestine. They can't clean the gastrointestinal system. That's what Snowfit Forte will do for you. It will cleanse your gastrointestinal system. If your tongue is heavily coated, this is what you should take continuously for a period of time, and it will clear it up for you. Now, if you treat skin sores, rejuvenate your skin, boost your immune system, manage blood sugar and your weight, which is important as far as cardiovascular health is concerned. It will balance your body acid alkaline count, and it's excellent for sickle cell anemia. If someone has sickle cell anemia is taking these products, you can be sure that such a person won't have crisis anymore, because it will make the bone marrow to produce oval cells instead of sickle cells. Sickle cells are the ones blocking up the system, the liver and other organs in the body. And once that happens, there'll be anemia because blood is not flowing to where you need it in the body. And if it's the peripherals of the body, the small arteries and such capillaries, because blood cannot get to them, because the sickle cell plates are getting stuck, then there'll be no nutrition. Oxygen nutrition will not get to that part of the body. That's what causes sickle cell crisis. It will improve your heart health and enhance good cholesterol and cut bad cholesterol. How do you take Snowfit Forte? You don't pour this under your tongue. You pour 1 sachet in 50 cl of water at room temperature and mix thoroughly. You sip it over a period of 1 to 2 hours. Because it's going to detoxify you, you don't rush it, as we say. You sip it over a period of time. If, for instance, you are going out, you can put it in a bottle, add 50 cl of water, mix thoroughly, and take it around with you. Or you can mix it in 1 cup of water and drink from 1 to 2 hours, over a period of 1 to 2 hours. 30 minutes is okay. Let's say 30 minutes to 1 or 2 hours. And then take plenty of water in between. If you have been taking plenty of water because of crystal cell and double stem cell, because you took those ones earlier in the day, you don't need to take extra water, because the water you are going to take for those ones will also fill in for Snowfit Forte. There are also some people that prefer to take this the first thing in the morning, or they can even decide to take it maybe 2 or 3 days before they start taking double stem cell and crystal cell, because this will balance your pH and make the other products to work better in your body. Of course, you follow instructions on water intake as originally dictated by your physician. When you are taking our products, you don't need to stop taking products recommended by your physician. They don't interfere. So you go on with your medications and you take our products. Now, Actual Plus is made of 18 fruits, 12 vegetables, and 9 spices. So very soon, we are going to have a whole meeting on Actual Plus. This product is so powerful that, in fact, any of these fruits, vegetables, and spices is a superfood on its own, which is why this product is something that somebody who is diabetic cannot do away with, because it's going to provide the nutrition the body needs, and it's going to build your immunity. It's not only for those who are diabetic and those who are recovering from a major ailment. If you are fall into that category, you take 10 drops of this product in 50 cl of water. It has a dropper like Abidec. You drop 10 drops inside 50 cl of water. All our products are taken with water at room temperature. You mix thoroughly and you drink at once. You take this in the morning, do the same thing in the afternoon, do the same thing in the evening. If you are taking the product for normal body maintenance, all you need is just 5 drops in 50 cl of water in the morning, 5 drops in 50 cl of water in the afternoon, 5 drops in 50 cl of water in the evening. It is the most effective way of boosting your immunity and recovering from any serious ailment. That we have seen already, how to take Actual Plus. Now, the remaining 2 products, of course, there's still one more product, which is IQ Plus. Let's take a look at the skincare products. Triple Stem Cell Miracle Intense Essence and Triple Stem Cell H2O Moisturizer. Now, if you take a look at Triple Stem Cell Miracle Intense Essence, it's a miracle on its own. Now, what does it do? It will reduce spots, reduce wrinkles, give you a better skin texture and skin tone without bleaching your body. And if your skin is already bleached, this product will restore your original skin and make it shine. It will moisten and make your skin supple and enhance your skin's vitality. Now, this product is so amazing that you should have it in your home, in your first aid box. If you suffer a burn or you have a cut, if it's a burn, just spray it on the body. It's not going to scar and it's not going to pain you. And no time is gone. And if a person has diabetic sores, this is what the person will spray on this sores from outside, while crystal cell is working from inside. And the leg will heal naturally, will heal completely. I've seen people who gave up on life because they had diabetic sores. I know two men, one went to India to have his leg amputated. He didn't go to have his leg amputated, but by the time he got there, the leg was so bad that it was amputated just below the knee. When he came back, he braved it out for some time, was dangling the foot as if he did not give a damn. But after some time, he told my cousin, who was his pastor, that I'm tired of life. I don't know what happened. The man died a few weeks later. He just could not cope with an amputated leg. There's also another situation where a man stopped taking his diabetic medications because the leg refused to heal. He refused to take his medications and died in no time at all. So this is a message of hope. So everybody out there who has diabetic sores, who is diabetic, you don't need to amputate that leg anymore. Tell someone today that leg does not need to be amputated. It's not easy to have a leg amputated. It's going to change the life of that person forever. Not just the person, everybody that's related to the person that has to take care of the person will have their lives turned a little bit more difficult. Please help us with this today. Tell someone that there's hope. There's hope. Nobody needs to die of diabetes anymore. To be taken care of in finite time. And then let us now take a look at H2O moisturizer. Now, this has anti-free radical and anti-aging effect. You just apply it on your face and on your neck. This product, it looks small. What you have inside is very small, but it is very powerful. It will block ultraviolet rays. It has a soothing, hydrating, moisturizing, and whitening effect on your body, and to restore your skin. It will nourish, brighten, and firm up your skin, and to erase fine lines and reduce wrinkles. Now, what do we recommend for cardiovascular health? We have seen what Snow Fort can do for the body. We have also seen what crystal cell and double stem cell can do for the body, and what Ultra Plus can do. What does Snow Fort do? Snow Fort will cleanse your system. The cardiovascular system, the entire system will be cleansed by Snow Fort. It will also work to cut down on the bad cholesterol in your system while enhancing the good cholesterol. Crystal cell will regenerate every organ and every tissue. So while you are taking this product for your cardiovascular system, it's going to rebuild, recreate your liver, your kidneys, and every organ and every tissue in the body. We know what you are talking about. We have seen situations where you are taking this product not because you think it can take care of fibroids, but just discovered that your fibroid has been destroyed. I've seen situations where this fibroid has been sliced up and it came with the menstrual cycle of the woman. There has also been a situation where a woman bled for so long, for about 2 years. It culminated in bleeding, having to change her clothes 10 times in a day. 10 times in a day. So bad was it that the mother asked her to come home the 1st of January this year. And she started taking Snow Fort, and we had to send this to her somewhere in Ondo State. And in just 13 days, the issue of blood was completely gone. The woman is back in Lagos, and her life has been transformed. Ultra Plus will help you while you are recovering, and it will build your immunity. If you have cardiovascular problem, Ultra Plus will help you. Anything that has plus, any of our product has plus added to it, is actually a plus. It's an additionally powerful product. So if you have cardiovascular health, take this product. If you want to circumvent cardiovascular health problems, take this product. And if by any chance cancer was going to come up inside your body, these products will push out the cancerous cells and regenerate that particular organ and tissue. Now, if, for instance, there's an individual whose body has been destroyed by diabetes, because diabetes can destroy every organ and every tissue in the body, so much sugar flowing in the body. What this will do is that it will work on your pancreas, regenerate the pancreas. Not just that, it will regenerate every organ and every tissue that has been destroyed by diabetes. You have a new you, a new lease of life. And then you can age gracefully. If it is, for instance, sickle cell anemia, with the blood now okay, the person has the opportunity of living longer. So if you know somebody who has sickle cell anemia or whose child is suffering from sickle cell anemia, please tell them they can live without crisis. There's a way out. If you know somebody that's peeing too much, maybe a large prostate, I've seen situations where in just a few months, the problem is completely gone. In some cases, even a month. But we advise you, take these products for 3 to 6 months so that you can have a new you. It's a therapy. In some situations, we say, take it for 6 months. With sickle cell anemia, take it for 6 months. And then you can be sure that you don't have any problem with these products. As I said, are not to be taken forever. Take them for a period of time, and then you are regenerated. If it had been a range of products that you have to take forever, I would not have got myself involved in it in the first place. Indeed, that's what I thought it was that made me to say it in my mind that I would tell the woman that I was not interested in attending further Zoom meetings. But what I saw was so amazing, is a range of products that can permanently take care of the problem, all the problems in the body, by regenerating every tissue and every organ in the body. The world has never seen this kind of thing before. Of course, if you have such a range of products, you can be sure that your hall will be full of awards. Now we have certification. That's the NAFDAC certification. We have the one for 2021. Good manufacturing practice. That's the one on top. Completely healthy, vegetarian. There are no chemicals in our products. It won the European Cosmetic Best Active Ingredient Award in 2014. And there are no preservatives. You can be sure that you don't have any problem taking our products. We also have the US FDA Food and Drugs Administration certification for 2021. So there's nothing to worry about. These products are tip-top products. More recently, we got the Consumer's Choice Award in Malaysia. If you are going to win this award, it must be that you have built a solid confidence in the consumers. So Consumer Choice Award is our latest award. And if we are not that good, we're not going to get this award. Testimony. That's the end of the first part of our presentation. Nelly, are you there?
Yes, I am. Thank you, Prof, for this lecture. It was quite interesting. I don't know if anyone has testimony amongst us. Any testimony, please?
Yes, we have people in the house, Nelly.
All right.
First of all, Nelly, please let's appreciate Prof. You know, we can use our emojis. Prof, you've done wonderfully well. Please appreciate him. Yes. Can you hear me, Prof?
Yeah.
Well done. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The presentation was quite informative, educative, because I don't know what to say. You laid it, you know, just bare for everyone. Even without seeing a doctor, you now understand what it is, talking about cardiovascular issues. Thank you so much. And talking about testimonies, We have people in the house. Madam Uchena, I can see Madam Uchena. She's a living testimony of what our products can actually do. She's actually been through that road. She had a stroke, and to the glory of God, having found our products, she's much better today. She's a happier person. Madam Uchena, can you please share your testimony with us? We're going to unmute you now. Please share your testimony. And for others that have testimony, just kindly use the emoji, raise your hand, and we'll call everyone. Because the reason why we are here today is to reach out to people. We're not just here to tell stories. We're actually here for people to confirm, for people to know that whatever we are doing today is about touching lives and putting smiles on people's faces. First of all protocols observed, I want to say good evening to all other leaders and partners in the house. I can see our leaders that showed us the path. Thank you for being here today. Thank you, and I want to also say thank you for the new people that joined us. Just stay back while we share these testimonies with you. Madam Uchena, please go ahead and share your testimony. Please, if you are not speaking, kindly mute your mic, please. Madam Uchena, please go ahead. Wow, I think we've lost her network. Okay, at this point, I want to call on our big uncle, Uncle Lawrence Matty, all the way from Canada. Uncle Lawrence, are you in the house?
Yes, I am.
Okay, please kindly share with us.
Okay.
Your experience using our products.
Okay. All right. Good afternoon and good evening to everyone online. Yes, it's a privilege to be called upon to share my testimony. I had a series of back surgeries, and anybody who knows about it, it comes along with severe pains and lack of movement. And the pains are very excruciating, and they cannot be resolved by ordinary painkillers that you just buy from the counter at the pharmacies. You have to take narcotic painkillers. And when I started using this stem cell products, it didn't take long for me to recognize that the pain level has gone down completely, to the extent that I have stopped using the painkillers that were prescribed to me. In fact, my last prescription was in I think September of 2020, and since then I have not refilled them. I even have some left in that prescription. So that is the first one. That is, the level of pain is gone down that I can manage without the painkillers. And then the second one is the my movements were a little bit restricted because of, again, the surgeries. And well, I recall I used to have a chair in my bathtub, where when I'm going to bath, I sit down, yet I can't reach my legs, my toes, to bath my toes. But by the grace of God, since I started using the Phytoscience products, that chair is no longer in my bathroom, it's in the garage. I'm able to bath and bend down and take care of everything. So those are the two significant testimonies that I can give. There are so many added benefits. In fact, I was told when I was coming on board that it helps you to grow your hair. And I said, really? And if you can see closely, normally our hair, we lose our hair going back, right? But now my hair is growing forward. It's growing this way instead of going that way. So that is a fringe benefit, a fringe benefit that I have noticed. So I give God all the glory. In fact, recently, I turned 70. I don't mind sharing my age. I turned 70 and I had a picture and I sent it to my son. And my son responded and said, "Hey, Dad, nice picture. Are you sure you didn't turn 50 instead of 70? And this is my own son who's telling me this. So it's helped in so many areas of my life. So I'll seriously recommend it to whoever is contemplating of doing it. All right. Thank you, Sister Sato, for the opportunity.
Thank you, Uncle Lawrence. What a wonderful testimony.
Yeah, thank you.
Uncle Lawrence is talking all the way from Canada. Uncle Lawrence, have we met physically? Uncle Lawrence?
Yes, I'm here.
You're muted. Have we met physically?
No.
Have you met Professor Adeloye physically?
No.
Okay.
No, just on the Zoom.
On the Zoom, okay. Yes, I'm just asking these questions for people to know how powerful, this Phytoscience platform is.
Mm-hmm.
It's a platform that bringing people, to take care of their health and some to take care of their pockets. And at the end of the day, we become a very big family. And the reason I'm saying that, people will say, oh, too many stories. Nigeria can someone with sickle cell recover. But this is somebody in Canada, and we know how the medical practitioners are over there. You can't tell the doctor, just write this for me, because everything that has come out from Uncle Lawrence is real. I've never seen him, but this platform, it's a unifying factor for each and every one of us. Uncle Lawrence, I'm so proud of you, and I pray the hair will keep growing as you're using the product. On a lighter note, I want to encourage everyone, no testimony to leave. I know we are waiting to hear testimonies on cardio. Yes, we will. And looking through the list right now, looking through participant list, I can see an Andrew Akindele. His hand is raised. I will ask you to please unmute yourself. Please unmute yourself. Andrew Akindele, please, can you unmute yourself?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Do you want to share a testimony with us?
Yes, I do.
Oh, please go on.
Well,
please go ahead.
I have 3 testimonies. Right now in the United States, over the last 2 years, we've had a COVID epidemic, and I consider Phytoscience products my COVID protection kit. With Phytoscience, I have confidence, and I'm not scared of going around, and it's really been very helpful in that regard. And I've been able to escape getting COVID, which I'm very happy about. Before I began Phytoscience a year ago, my sugar level was 335, 340, 350. And the doctors were throwing drugs at me, including insulin. And they kept on saying, try this, try that, increase your insulin. Take this medication, take that medication. And when people came into my house, they said, wow, you're a pharmacist, you have so much medication. Bottom line, when I started using Phytoscience, my numbers have dropped from the low 300s to 55, 60, 65. When I went to the doctor recently, he said, oh, your sugar is too low, what's going on? You need to cut back. So I dropped from 10 drops of Actual Plus to 5 drops of Actual Plus. And now my sugar is now about 80, which is where my doctor wants my sugar to be.
Wow.
Another story. I have my older brother has glaucoma and eye problems. They're sticking a needle in his eye. And I'm begging him, please, please don't do this to yourself. Take Phytoscience products. When I went to my eye doctor and he looked at my eye, and they always put drops in your eye and you can't see for a couple of hours, he gave me a clean bill of health. And I was very nervous about having eye problems because of my diabetic condition, but he gave me a clean bill of eye health, which was very gratifying. Let me end with one final story with my blood pressure. Every time I go for my medical checkup now, my blood pressure is completely normal at 120 to 80. 5 years ago, they were even giving me blood pressure medication. Now, I no longer have to take that. So bottom line, I plan to take Phytoscience for the rest of my life, period.
Ooh, thank you so much. That is another testimony all the way from the US. It just goes to show that our products, it's actually, a global, based products coming out from a recognized organization. That's the Phytoscience. Because a lot of people now will leave and say, let me quickly go and buy stem cell. Please write it down. Phytoscience stem cell. We need to know that. And our brother Kindele is all the way in the US. If our products are not certified, he won't be bold. He won't be that confident to talk about it, because our products, like Professor Adeloye mentioned, it's a product that has FDA certification. Because we see a lot of people asking, can I take it into the US? Would they allow me? Is it certified? Yes, the products are. And you can see all the testimonies. Touching based on what we just learned now, the cardiovascular issues, because his high blood pressure just went all the way down. Then look at sugar, because when you're taking care of diabetes, one thing I've learned, for the chemical, drugs, as you're taking care of one thing, it's undoing another thing in your system. Sometimes the insulin you take could actually make you have high cholesterol, and this cholesterol actually goes in there to begin to, work against your heart. From high cholesterol, if you're not careful, before you know it, you have something else. So we need to actually embrace our products. We need to. Mr. Kindele, thank you so much. And I like that last parting word, that you always take Phytoscience. So we'll move on to others. Daddy Otumba, you're welcome, all the way from UK. We don't have any testimony today from Nigeria. Daddy Otumba, please unmute yourself.
Yes.
Good
Thank
evening,
you
sir.
very much. Good evening, everybody. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Could you realize and understand that since you have joined, your speech has changed? Your speech has improved. Yes, your speech has improved tremendously.
Very true.
I couldn't believe it.
Yes, last year when I spoke, I used to whisper. I couldn't speak loudly. So people have noticed the same thing, that I'm speaking much more clearly than a year ago when nobody could hear me talk.
Wow, awesome. Thank you, sir.
Right.
Thank you.
And also, I have to put in mind, because
Yeah.
I joined in 2020 October, and I think, I didn't come for anything. I just came to join, but again, I was looking for what using to make. I just went on using the double cells. You believe that what I was noticed? I didn't expect it. I wasn't for that. I was lucky, went through it. But when I went to the toilet in the night, I noticed my urinary tract had been cleaned. My urine came out flowing. I was wondering what's going on, but I quickly sensed it. It should be this thing that I'm using. That's it. That improving. And you know, once your urinary tract is clear, there are other things that goes through that side, you know, will improve as well. It increases the libido. Yes. So I had to encourage my wife to start using double stem cell as well. So that's one. They've been monitoring my eyes. They said they had pressure. They noticed pressure on my eyes. So from there, they started to find out the family history, who had glaucoma in the family. And I said, my senior sister, could you believe my senior sister too had been complaining, but I never knew that I could introduce this thing to her. She was complaining about her eyes. She'd been seeing a doctor back home in Nigeria. My sister couldn't pick beans. She won't see beans in the tray to pick. But now she can pick beans, she can read Bible. And in my own case, they've been looking for this glaucoma since 2020. As of yesterday, I went to the clinic again because they used, but as of yesterday, still they couldn't find it. So they've given me an appointment for 6 months now because they're fed up of that 3 months. Because they want to, you know, see if they can catch it, but it's not showing anymore. And I haven't told them that I've been crystal cell stuff before. To be honest with you, I use these things. It's like I'm producing them. I use them conscientiously, freely. You know, it's like somebody who sells materials. If it doesn't show on you, then you are not proving it. So I use this product conscientiously, and it's changed. There are other things that are changing in my body. Yes, I just know that when I wake up in the morning, I feel fresh. I touch my body. I feel fresh. I feel very light. I get up without any pain, any ache. Ladies and gentlemen, if they say something is fake, well, as far as I'm concerned, as far as the people that are using these products are concerned, they know it's working for them. So if you don't try it, you won't know. If you don't try it, you won't know. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I don't know if we all got what Tumba just said, that he realized that there are some other things happening in his body. That's what this product does. Yes. You're using it for one ailment, but it goes in there to, you know, rearrange your system, because the apple stem cell that was used for this product as a base would go in there and reactivate your own body stem cell. 0.1 concentration. I know Prof emphasized on that. It goes into your system, and what happens? You know, all those cells that are no longer functional, all those cells that have been damaged, you know, by environmental factors, you know, whatever it is, it just goes in there. It's like your hair stops growing, like the first person that shared the testimony. The next thing you notice is growing back. You notice you're wearing glasses. What happened? But I was not taking care of my eyes. I was actually, you know, working on fibroid. Or I was working on my eye, and I noticed, oh, my period is not regular. That is our stem cell for you. It takes care of everything. Daddy, thank you so much. Thank you. And would want to move and allow Alaja Shakina to share with us. Alaja, I want to say congratulations, first of all. Maybe that will be a part 2. Alaja will tell you, not just, you know, reaching out to people, reaching out and saving, you know, souls, saving people who have ailments. Our system is so compressed, you know. At the end of the day, you also have something happening on the other side. Elijah is just a testimony. Congratulations on your new win, Elijah. I was wishing you many more wins. Please go ahead.
To all of us. Good evening, good evening, all trained ambassadors in the house. Good evening to all our leaders in the house. Honestly speaking, we are talking about testimony. If we say we should be talking about testimonies, we might not live here today.
Yes.
But I just want to chip in something that even for those who have kidney problems, this our Phytoscience plant stem cell therapy has really been helping. Yes, we've had many testimonies. For someone that just called me last week, it was a wow experience, honestly speaking. And like I said in one of our Zoom meetings, I believe that very soon she will come here to do the testimony herself, because that will really be good. This is someone that has been billed for kidney transplant. They were actually looking for 25 million naira to do the kidney transplant. And when the family couldn't raise this, someone gave them my number. She's been on our therapy for like 4 weeks now. And to God be the glory, the improvement the family members were, that they've seen so far, it's been a wow experience. Just to encourage those who are new here, like all our leaders have said, this is the now and future of medicine. Let's avail ourselves of this opportunity. And like my sister said, as you are getting your health, as you are helping others to get their health back, you are also, getting paid for this. Honestly speaking, we have all our leaders who have been encouraging us. I just ranked as a star 2 member in our business. And this is something that has really been wonderful for many of us, because we know we've been professionals in different areas of life, and we know what we've been getting from this. But for this company, it's the welfare of members and everybody is at the uppermost arch of those who are in management level. We appreciate everyone. And for those who are new in the house, I would like to ask Mr. Lawrence, sir, for how long he's been on the therapy, for him to have experienced those pains and those things that are gone now. I just want those who are new to know how long it's been, so that they will know that, okay, if I start this therapy, like Prof said, let's be looking at 3-6 months. Not that we know that our body mechanism differs in people, but sir, for how long have you been on the therapy? Thanks so much for the opportunity, my sister. Thanks so much to all leaders.
Thank you so much, Elijah. Thank you for sharing that wonderful testimony. Uncle Lawrence, please, can you respond to Elijah's question? Are you still in the house?
Yes, I'm in the house. Yeah, I've been taking it for
how long?
15 months. 15
wow.
months. 15 months,
Wow.
yes.
Wow. Wow.
And I'm taking them, yeah.
Okay. And there's a question I want to ask you, Uncle Lawrence. This last 15 months, have you been using your money to buy these products?
What is happening?
Something,
Pardon?
yeah. When you started, I'm sure you thought, oh, how can I manage with this product? Well, in the process of using the product, what has been happening at the back? Have you been getting incentives? Have you been getting free products for yourself and using it without a care, like that your tuber said?
Yes. Okay. When like I'm sure you all know, when you introduce somebody and they also come on board, become members, then of course the company gives you a bonus. So that bonus then I used to finance the products that I use for myself, because I realized from the beginning that I couldn't be paying like a prescription from my own resources. So that's what motivated me to say, okay, then I also have to share the good news to others, so that as they come on board and the company gives me a bonus, then I can use the bonus to purchase what I need for myself.
Thank you, Uncle Lawrence.
You're very welcome.
I'm sure you were thrown back for that question.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
Want to, because they're passing through a lot and they're like, oh, they've checked their price, they don't know if they can cope. And I'm like, see, this business is a very good business. Just take care of your health. Your health is paramount. Even if you need to do away with some things, use it to get this product. And I tell you, you will be the testimony for others to work, because you're the product of the product. Imagine if you've been, maybe they've told you you have HIV, and that stigmatization comes in, and the next thing you are introduced to a Phytoscience product, and in a few months, you come out with a clean slate. Tell me, are you going to go begging for people? You will become the product of the product, because everybody wants to come and know what wonderful product have you used. So for the people that are new, that are asking that question, don't worry, the system will take care of you. Thank you so much, Uncle Lawrence. We have Favor 3D. I'm sure she wants to share her testimony. Favor, please unmute yourself. Favor, please unmute yourself. Are you there?
Hello.
Favor.
Yes,
evening.
hello. Good evening, Ma. Thank you so much. Good evening, wonderful leaders, ambassadors. God bless you. Please, I have a little question, whether a question or a discussion, I don't know how to put it, that I just want to share with you, and if there is any counseling that you could give about that. Last month, I had a classmate of mine actually that, was trying to ask when she saw me last December, she was like, wow, why, how are you like this? And I was trying to share this with her about the product. She complained of raised blood pressure and arthritis, especially on the knees. So I told her that with the Phytoscience stem cell products, that she would be okay. I think at the time she had a history of diabetes, which maybe as a result of some medications that she took, but that kind of waved off. Anyway, she got the products. She's very happy with them, and she's been taking them, and she's been monitoring her blood pressure every day because she has a sphygmomanometer at home. Sometime about 2 weeks ago, she called me to say, that she was taking the Actual Plus, and she had some, signs that she wasn't very comfortable with. And it was like something was just running over her body. She was like shaking and so on. And I tried to reassure her that maybe because her body wasn't used to the products yet, that she should reduce from 10 drops and be taking 5. And now yesterday we chatted and I encouraged her to take 5. She said after that, she took 5 drops. And this morning she left a text and said, please, can you call me when you have time? And when I called her, she also complained about the same thing. Now, my question, or what I kind of discussion is, please, because with so many wonderful testimonies that we have tonight, I'm sure somebody may have some experience. Maybe he or she started using the Actual Plus and then experienced some discomfort and then maybe dropped it. Just if there is anything anybody can share so that I can take it back to her. But because I take Actual Plus and I never had any complaint about it, and very few people complain about it that I came to understand. So please just say a little bit of that. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much. I will let our mama in the house. I can see Mama Anka, and we also have our chief medical practitioner. I know she'll be surprised. The grandmother of all. She will be able to help you look at that and give you a solution, which I'm sure in the next few weeks you come back and testify. Mama Slexia, our chief medical practitioner, the great mama in the house, please, can you help us? Can you respond to that?
Look at me busting out with laughter. Good evening, everyone. Good evening.
Good evening, Sylvia.
Favored. First of
Yes,
all,
ma'am.
I want to say, everybody keep calling you Favored 3D, and I know it's Favored. Favored. I want to say congratulations to you, first of all, ma'am, on your latest rank.
Thank you so much.
A great one. Phytoscience takes care of both your pocket and your health. I'm grateful it has it's working in conformity with the 3rd John 2. So it's a great place to take our cases to. Now, on the matter at hand, I want to ask, is the
Yes,
person
please.
also on Snowfield Fort?
Yes, please, she is. Really, this one that happened yesterday, because she's a professional colleague, she said if she wasn't a nurse, she would have taken herself to an ER. So she had to take Puriton, which is an antihistamine, and that kind of, again, she was also having the drowsiness, which is a side effect of Puriton. Yeah, I had to ask her to take Snowfield Fort for a week before she started her double stem cell and Snowfield Fort together. And I think it was about the 3rd week or so that she started the actual plus.
Okay, my question is she still on Snowfield Fort with the actual plus?
Yes,
okay.
Please, yes.
Can she drop the Snowfield for now and do just the actual plus?
Okay.
I have heard cases where people react with the Snowfield Fort and the actual plus. So let her continue with the 5 drops of the actual plus and leave the Snowfield Fort for now.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So let's see what happens in the next 3 to 5 days. Yes, 3 to 5 days.
All right.
Let's see what happens then. We will know what to do if she can incorporate the 2 of them
together. Okay.
Together. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That was why I felt this is the best forum to share it. Thank you so much. And thank you, everybody.
You're welcome. Now, I wanted to, I actually was raising my hand before, and I had to put it down again. First of all, I want to thank everyone. Professor Adeloye, you've been a professor repeatedly this evening. I want to say thank you to you. Everywhere I was moving with the phone, so I don't miss out on tonight's lecture for cardiovascular health. I'm sure everybody is going to be so cautious of what is happening to their cardiac area now. And Mr. Andrew Akindele, immediately you started talking, I sent a message instantly. Your voice is strong. I noticed that first before anything you said this evening. Your voice is so strong. I remember the last time you shared your testimony, I was so teary that night, and I became more teary when the lady that spoke after you asked if that was actually Andrew Akindele speaking, because she knew that you don't say a long word for 5 minutes, that you have to take your breath back, you have to pause. But tonight, it was stronger than when she even said so. Your voice is so strong this evening. I want to thank God for how far you have come, and I'm sure you're going to conquer MS. You will be a story that will go around the world about someone who conquered MS. Thank you so very much. Then Daddy Lawrence, I'm sure Daddy Lawrence, I'm sure you got that your hair growing forward from yesterday's presentation, because I was always talking about men's having a permanent site and going to the permanent site and having shifting cultivation, and for your hair to be growing forward instead of the reverse. It's really a wonderful one, and you're really looking so wonderful tonight. Happy birthday again to you. Thank you so very much. And the reason why I raised my hand, because I wanted to share something that looks like a testimony, and I believe it's going to be a testimony, because I'm really crossing my fingers and I'm praying to God that this family will soon share their testimony. There is a case of cancer that I started since October. And everybody that knew about me and that case, I've been asking them to please, with whatever medication or with whatever of the therapy they are going through, that God should please help me hearken to that cry and heal the person. The family visited today, and the daughter said that whenever the mother is opening herself up, they don't try to look. They don't want to look because the thing is terrible. But the girl said she took a peep at it yesterday and it was not the way it used to be. She said she took a peep yesterday and it was not the way it used to be. And I want to thank God that that will be the beginning of that testimony. I pray that that testimony will come perfect and it will be shared. Thank you, everyone, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Grandma. Thank you so much. For Favor, please, I would quickly like to add something. While following Mama Slexia's directives, you could also ask your friend, maybe you should check, has she been checking her blood sugar level? If not, because it may be too low. If it is, you give that feedback to Mama Slexia, and I'm sure at the end of the day, we'll be back here with something positive. Thank you very much.
All right.
Looking to the back. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Do we still have anybody here? I think we're actually running out of time now. And at this point, Prof, will you still be able to take anything on the business side of it? Because it will be good. It won't be nice for us to just run up and go. We'll easily tell you, go back to who introduced you. Prof will just quickly do a summary of how you can actually, have access to this product. Don't be worried. Don't think about cost, because like we told you before, by the time you're getting better, your neighbors, your family, your friends, they're seeing what is happening to you, and you also introduce them, the system just keeps running. Practically, you're living on free products. So, Prof, would want to hand back to you to quickly, just give a summary of the business side. Thank you. Please bear with us.
Thank you so much, my big sister.
Thank you.
I'll quickly, as you said, we are running out of time. Let me just quickly take the business. Pardon me.
Prof, you can see your screen. Prof?
Yes.
Can you hear me? I'm just thinking, what do you think? Maybe because of time, can you just talk through it? We can see your screen. I can see people, they be patient enough. Maybe you should just help us run through it.
Okay.
That the presentation slides.
Yeah,
Yes, thank you. Yes. Just talk to
the.
Yes.
This is
Thank
marketing
you.
plan. As I quickly go through it.
Hmm.
Now, there are several ways we earn in phytoscience, 10 different ways of earning. The first three are active ways of earning, 13.5% to 45% of the product point of the package you introduce that to that particular person that person is signing up on. And then there's 20% of pairing bonus if people pair up under such an individual, and 3% key-in bonus for just registering or signing up that person. Now that is active. Now passive income, you can see there are so many. So let's just take some of them. For you to take advantage of all this, you must come on board. The one we recommend for you is silver. Silver will cost you 116,000 naira. And for that, you get 6 packs of double stem cell. That will give you 73 pairing product points. And within 100 days, you are able to upgrade. And if you go for gold, which is shortest way and the cheapest, you are becoming a platinum member, which is the highest member of entry point. You can pay 550,570 naira, and you get 26 packs of double stem cell and 4 packs of snowfish fort. And you're automatically promoted to platinum. The product point is 395. If it's gold mix, this one is different from the other one because it has crystal cell instead of snowfish fort. You pay the same amount of money and you become a platinum member right away. You can also go double fortune, which will cost you 793,350 naira and get 16 packs of crystal cell, 6 packs of snowfish fort, 1 bottle of Active Plus, 1 Miracle Intense Essence, 1 H2O moisturizer, and 1 IQ Plus. That is, you want a full spectrum of the products. You're also a platinum right away. Then there's a full platinum, there's platinum head, 30 double stem cell, 20 crystal cell, 6 snowfish fort, and 2 Active Plus. And we are platinum. And the platinum DS, you pay 1.73 million naira and get 105 packs of double stem cell. Now, we're going to see that instead of, okay, then we come to that later. This is what you get when you introduce someone as a silver. If you introduce a silver like yourself, you get $32.45. If you introduce gold, you get $88. If you introduce platinum, you get $135. If you introduce double fortune, you get $86.47. If you are a gold member and introduce silver, you get $2.94. If you introduce gold, $177.75. If you introduce platinum, $225. And for double fortune, you get $151. If you are a platinum, which is all of what you hope to be, which is what we advise you to come on board with. If you introduce silver, you get a 2.94. If you introduce gold, 177.75. Platinum like yourself, $450. And if it's double fortune, you get $225. Now, if you look at silver, now when silver introduced platinum, it got only $135 instead of $450. Whatever is left of the $450, we wrap up to the platinum that signed him up. If that person that signed him up was also a silver or a gold, that gold will get something, but whatever is left is now will now go to the platinum who signed him up. That is why it's good to be a platinum member. We're going to see this later. Now, what about team development bonus? This is so wonderful. You don't even have to be the person that put those people under your leg. For instance, I've placed so many people under the legs of people in my team. If you are silver, for instance, and you have 2 silver under you, you get $14.6. If you have 2 gold, you have $79. If you have platinum pairing up, you get $200 additional to whatever you got initially if you sign them up yourself. And if it is double fortune, you get $100. Now, suppose you now brought in someone and you are platinum, let's say you signed up these 2 people, you would have got $450 on each of them. And then you get additional $200 because you signed up. That's plenty of money. Now, key bonus, that's going to be 3% of the pairing point of whatever package the person comes on board with. If it is silver, 3% will be $2.19. If it is gold mix, $11.85. If it is platinum, $30. And if it is double fortune, you get $15.03. Now, direct sponsor matching bonus. If you sign up an individual, you're going to get 7% of whatever they earn as referral bonus. And what that means is that even on one leg, you are earning money already. It's not a common thing in network marketing. Not just that, you signed up some people on the first level, you get 2% on whatever they earn as referral bonus. Level 3, down to level 10 if you're a platinum, to level 3 if you're a silver, and to level 5 if you are gold. That's what I was talking about the other time. We call it roll-up bonus. This silver signed up the booster 8 and got only $93.57. That's something, of course. But the platinum that signed in up will now get the remaining part of the money because the whole amount of money must be given out. So the platinum gets $95.43 as roll-up bonus. Now, we are also ranked according to how much you have earned. If you are earned 3,000 PSP, which is $1, you get to be called a 1-star. $7,000, 2-star. $15,000, 3-star. $30,000, you are a diamond. Blue diamond has earned $50,000. Black diamond, $100,000. Crown diamond, $300,000. Crown ambassador, $500, and crown president, $1 million. We have among us today a blue diamond, Grandma Alex, and she became a blue diamond even before I joined, which means that this wonderful woman is close to black diamond now. Mama Alex, I'm sure you're close to that black diamond now.
Yes, so yes, so.
Now we've seen how much it costs to become a full platinum. Now, if you go full platinum, you can even decide to create 3 accounts: yourself. That is, whoever is coming up under your leg will pass through you twice, whether it's coming on the left or on the right. This is what we call the family plan. If you are signing up 3 full platinum packages, you can see the amount of money it's going to cost you. But for the same amount of money from one platinum package, you could sign up 3 platinum packages as a booster package, and then you form a family. For the same, see the amount of money you have saved. You have saved $690. Now, why should you join Phytoscience? We have 8 years, about 9 years now. We've been in the business for 9 years. We have our own building which costs more than $4 million. We have so many awards. We are the world's largest stem cell importer. We have a wonderful compensation plan. We have car incentives. For instance, you have the opportunity of winning a car even now. And then we have a fantastic support system. We can organize Zoom meetings for you if you want us to talk to your prospects. If you want to make this a big business, we're all ready to help you. Thank you. My sister, are you still there?
I'm here, bro. I'm here. Thank you very much. Thank you. Please, once again, we are not taking you for granted. Thank you for, holding on to this moment, because we couldn't have just concluded without showing you this other side. The truth is that we all need money to keep, health, because health is not cheap. Yes, we know. And that's why this system has provided this. We're not hungry on the platform. We're not looking for money. We're only just passionate about people being top-notch when it comes to their health. And that's why you have to, join us. And at this point, I want to say thank you to one wonderful woman in this house who showed me the way and also brought in my brother, Prof. Prof and I, we call each other brother, sister. She actually brought us to this platform. We want to say thank you for believing in us, because honestly, I don't know what would have happened, because we've been able to use this opportunity, this channel, to reach out to people. And the thank you, the God bless you that we get every day is just, something you can't explain. So I want to do her the honor and ask her to help us wrap up this wonderful meeting. Mama Anka, are you still in the house? Yes.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening, yes. Wonderful trend makers and trend makers to be. I hear we have prospects here today, which we trust will become members in the shortest future. So much has been said, so much has been shared, and I'm sure it's a time well spent. I appreciate every one of you. These my two children here, they are rock stars, mothers of international people all over. We have people in the UK, people in the US, people in Canada. We are even prospecting to be stockists in Canada. And that only came in because they decided to agree to join this business. So, well, you've seen it, you've heard it, nothing more to be said, nothing more to be added. It is time for you to take the opportunity, grab it with your two hands and run with it. It will be good. You would appreciate it. You'd come back and you say thank you and God bless you as well. Thank you, everyone. Prof, you've done well. My beloved son in whom I'm well pleased. Thank you very much, Satu. You've done well, you've done good. Every one of you here appreciate you. God bless you.
God bless you, Ma. Thank you so much for saying yes to Phytoscience. Thank you. And at this point, we want to say thank you to every one of you. Thank you for being so patient. God bless you. We look forward to welcoming the new ones. We want you to be part of us. We're a big family. Like I just mentioned at the earlier part, Uncle Lawrence is my big brother now. I can't be stranded in Canada. We're also looking forward to having you. And please, when you're coming next week, by the same time, bring in people that you know would definitely need, Phytoscience to turn their lives around. Thank you very much. So at this point, I want to unmute everyone just to say good evening. So you're all unmuted. Please, can you unmute yourself and say hello, Prof? Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, big sister.
Great leaders in the house. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prof.
Thank you so much, Prof.
Alex, thank you. Uncle Lawrence.
Thank you, Mama Alex. Thank you, Otumba, for your testimony.
Otumba Charles, you're looking great. You're looking great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
One love.
Thank
Thank
you all.
Agape, how are you?
Agape, how are you?
Thank you all. Mashogule, thank you, Ma.
Mashogule, thank you.
you. God bless
Andrew,
Thank you all for the support.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Good presentation.